right, y'all. Here we go with another one. I got like a cigarette for these stories. That's my little what they call that shit. I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. Goddamn. That's what I'm gonna do for my shit. Now I'm gonna take this shit serious. So I'm gonna tell y'all, go like, subscribe to my channel, like the shit, all that good shit. I'm gonna take this shit serious now because I see these niggas getting paid on this shit. I'm trying to get these dollars in too. Fuck that shit. But here's another story. This ain't prison. This is from county jail. Fort Worth, Texas. The towers upstairs, right across from the courthouse building. So, I started some new shit. And I bet you to this day, that shit is still going down in the towers. So if you ever been up in the towers and this shit ever happened to you, I swear on everything I love, I started this shit. So you bored as fuck in jail. You got nothing but time and shit. I bored as fuck one day. I took a piece of paper and I wrote boom on that bitch. I folded that motherfucker up. And I went up to all the homie cells and shit. I did it to a bunch of the homies and shit. And I slid that bitch, I creep by the door, up under the window and shit. And I just slide that motherfucker up under the goddamn door. See, upstairs in the towers, you got it ain't a cell, it's a door that closed for your cell. It's 2-man and single man cell. I ain't never get to be in the single man, motherfuckers. Some niggas don't want to be in the single man. I'm cool with being by myself. I just go out into the day room if I want to talk to niggas and shit, but I used to slide the motherfucking boom, so I blew niggas up and shit. Blowing, I was blowing motherfuckers up in jail, and then that shit just became a trend. Everyone started blowing everybody up. So my little nigga Melvin, he got shot in the stomach. He had a shit bag and shit. He used to start drawing bombs on the front of that bitch. He'll draw a bomb with the little with the wire coming, on set on fire. And then when you open that bitch up, it say boom. And we was sliding that bitch. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, you got blew up. I started that shit. I bet you to this day is going on because, that shit just made a nigga day, man. Niggas like, this nigga done blew me up. You be seeing that nigga sitting there taking a piss and shit and reach down. You see a nigga. He reached down. What the fuck? Someone just slid it. Boom! Yup. Gotcha, bitch ass. You blew up. I'm telling you. That was my motherfucking idea. I don't know what the hell made me just start doing some shit like that or whatever. But Melvin, bitch. My nigga Melvin. Now, it was the murder gang niggas in there. Melvin was part of the murder gang. I don't know if they the murder gang niggas that be rapping and shit. Like part of that crew, but I'm pretty sure that's the same murder gang because all 4 of the murder gang niggas in there was in there for murder. The Melvin though, he had that shit bag. He'd take that motherfucker. Cause once you close that door, that bitch locked. And you had to push that motherfucking button to get up and let the CO hit that bit to click you out so you can get up out that bit. That nigga goddamn walk by and he'll squeeze that shit bag. All that fart come out and shit. Ooh, that shit stunk so fucking bad. And he'll slam the damn door shut on your ass. So you just in there with that shit like, let me out this motherfucker. Yeah, nah, fuck that. The murder gang niggas though. I'm gonna tell you a story about them niggas too. I ain't gonna go too deep into it because I don't want niggas to be mad at me. Them niggas will be mad at me and shit about it, but even though they probably ain't gonna never get out. It was 4 murder gang niggas in there. One of them was N.O. Now check this out. All them niggas was in there for killing kids. Like babies and shit. Nigga N.O. had the cross. Light-skinned nigga with dreads had the cross on his shit from New Orleans and shit. That nigga got high one day and he put his son in the dryer and turned that motherfucker on. Killed his son. Now see, I was kicking it with these niggas before I knew all these stories. When I got shipped to Green Bay and I heard all these stories about a lot of these niggas and shit, about N.O. and shit, I would never fuck with N.O. no more. Because I didn't know that nigga did no shit like that. But at first, that was my nigga before I knew the story. Melvin, he had got shot up. He was in the car, got shot up, and his little kinfolk, little dude, he got killed. He got shot up too and got killed. I don't know what he was in I don't know about the case like that, but that's what he was in there for. They say he had something to do with it. But Melvin got shot in his ear, his hand, his stomach. Like Melvin got shot the fuck up. Another nigga named Mookie was in the murder gang, nigga. Mookie supposedly had been driving his son, and kind of like that movie The Blind Side, when they got in the car accident and he stuck his hand out to stop the the airbag from busting. Boom, that's what he said had happened, but his son had died or whatever still. But then I went to Green Bay, like I said, and they tell me stories about the niggas and shit, and I hear that was like some kind of cover up. Don't know nothing about that, so can't really just speak on it, but I'm telling you what I had heard about it. And then the other nigga, I ain't even gonna say his name. He is a big ass nigga and shit though. But he got mad at his bitch. I think she was cheating or something. So he kicked in the door, went in there with a bat and beat her down, killed her, beat her with the bat, and beat all the kids but his. He didn't kill his kid, but the other kid babies that she had, he beat them with a bat and killed their ass too. And so it was the murder gang clique. And it's some fucked up shit I hadn't heard about that. But, who knows what was true or whatnot. They was in there fighting their cases and shit. I don't know how that shit turned out. I left about 3 different times and came back and still seen them niggas, they was still in there. So I seen them niggas playing, hey, damn, what you doing back up in here? Bitch, you know what I'm doing back up in here. Shit, this word that I don't know. I always get locked up. But that was the story about me being up in there blowing these motherfuckers up, man. So if that shit, if you ever go to jail and shit and someone slides that paper and that bitch say boom, they done blowed your ass up, they probably done got super creative with that bitch now. That shit probably went to a whole nother level. But your boy Bama right here, on my daughter's soul, I'm the one that started that shit. That shit ain't never happened before. I just came up with that shit. So if you ever go in there or you ever been in there and seen that shit happen, that was me that started that shit. Yeah. Upstairs, Tarrant County.